Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed to my videos, please make sure that you do so because I have a lot more awesome content like this video and you want to make sure that you get notified for them. And I'm also doing the first month half off of my online membership, and there's a new package that you want to check out. If you like fun, effective, open environment kind of classes, then you want to definitely check it out. So make sure you check out the description below and it'll tell you how to redeem your code. Okay, so we're going to be going over 5 classic belly dance moves. And the first one that we're going to be talking about is the beautiful undulation. I love this move. There's so many variations of this move that are fun, expressive, and also depending on the context of which you're applying the movement, it changes. So let's go over the basic of the undulation. So an undulation is a sequential movement of your spine going up or down, and what you want it to look like is this wave-like motion. So right now, I am lifting my chest and allowing it to fall into my body in order to get that wave-like motion, making sure that I am executing it all the way down into my pelvic floor and then all the way down into my feet. So I'm gonna be stepping onto my left foot. It's gonna be in front, and I'm gonna motivate my body as I come forward and back, forward, back, forward, back. And I'm making sure that the emphasis is up as I come down, up as I come down. And I wanna make sure that I get this pelvic rotation going. If you don't have it all the way down, you're gonna miss out on so much of this beautiful movement. So we wanna make sure it's there. Yeah? So I am shifting my weight from front to back, front to back, front to back. One of the other variations that you can do on this, of which I love, is that you just stay in place and allow for a soft give of your knee, the standing leg, and you still lift and fall down into your body, allowing the undulation in the front to look very soft, as well as still get that rotation in your pelvis and in your hips. So I'm lifting, boom, and you see the difference between the first one and this one? I'm not transferring my weight with my chest to hip. I'm keeping it all over this standing leg. So facing you, it would look like, and from the side. So if you're a little bit scared about how this may come out on your body, it's okay. But you want to start at least attempting to move your body so that way you can see how to adjust it. So if you stand still and you overthink the movement, it's gonna work against you. So you want to make sure that you're lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping. And yes, you can see a small slight bounce in my level change, and that's okay when you're just starting out, and through time you'll continue to refine that movement. Let's lift our arms up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna take it up to tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, forward, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold all the way down. So the undulation, of course, can go down the body. It also can be reversed to go back up, but the one that we tend to see the most in Rock Sharky is the one where it flows from the top down into the pelvic floor. Okay, let's face it. Almost any shimmy feels like it's a classic shimmy because you're shimmying, and that's one of the staple movements of Oriental dance. So what we're gonna be working on today is our knee shimmy, right? So I love to tell my students, imagine that your weight is over the arch and over your heel, and you're gonna allow your knees to bend and straight, focusing on the straight, or you'll end up in more of a seated position, which generates a different kind of shimmy. So you're gonna try and stay more upright, but keeping the knees nice and loose. And you want to think about running in place, like you're running in place like this, but your heels stay on the ground. I'm not lifting them like this. So we have our beautiful, nice lifted knee shimmy, right? And then you'll see that your hips will come front and back versus up and down. So you want to be a little bit more upright for this knee shimmy, and let your butt cheeks loose. Let no muscle be overly contracted or contracted at all. You do have to contract a little bit of your quads in order to activate the bending of your knees, but you want to remain very relaxed in the body as you maintain your posture in order to get the reverb that you're looking for. Yeah, and down. 6, 7, 8, and up. Now, if you're finding that this is a little bit too fast and you find yourself doing this, just take it half time, meaning you're taking half the time in order to get the movement going. So I would be here. I would slow it down essentially. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. And if you're feeling really compelled to try it at full speed, then bring it up a notch. Remember to keep your glutes lovely and loose so that way you can see your shimmy being activated. So from the side, you can see my knees are coming back and forth here. And then from the back, I'm gonna move my hair for a second. And then from the back, you can see that I'm keeping my butt cheeks really loose. I'm not tightening it like this. You know what I mean? So you want it to be very jiggly, 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 jiggly. We like it a jiggle. We like it a jiggle. So, yes. Aiming to generate the movement from your knees, our beloved knee shimmy, of which we love and provides so much expression in our dance. We have our beautiful figure 8. Now there are multiple figure 8s, but the one that we're going to be talking about today is the one that we may commonly call Serena. That's an upward figure 8 into the body, where you come in with the hip into your center midline and down into your pelvic floor. So we love this movement because it echoes almost like a side undulation. If you think about it, if you were coming from the side, it has that wave-like motion in the body. But what we're doing is we're allowing a softness in our knees to be there to absorb the movement of our hips. And if you were to trace the dynamic of our hips, it creates this infinity symbol, hence the figure 8 name, right? So we're just coming in, 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 in. We're gonna take it half time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, quick, quick, slow. So quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Keep going. So when we do this movement, you want it to feel very controlled, but relaxed in the body, and you don't want to be overly using the top of your body. You want it to really settle into this area of your body. So the axis of movement of which it's coming from is along your pelvic floor. It's not up here. The more that you do it up here, the more muscle you need to engage. But when you're just starting out, it's really nice to be able to activate this movement through a relaxed technique versus really hyper using your muscles. Boom. Da, da, la, 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 da, da, up, 1 and up. And you want to make sure you have enough of that beautiful side movement. Otherwise, it just looks like this, right? Which is different. In, slow. In, slow. In, slow. In, slow. In, slow. In, slow. Into the midline, down into your pelvic floor. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the side. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just like the figure 8, we have multiple types of hip circles, but the one that I'm going to be talking about today is the one where we are not internally rotating. This is sometimes called an internal hip circle or an AMI, and I'm not talking about this one. We're going to be talking about this outer one here, where we're generating the movement from our pelvic floor and center and gently urging it forward into the circular motion over our feet. So as we're here, I'm going to show you from the side so you can see the weight change. We want our hips to come over the toes, over the heels, over the toes, over the heels, making sure that you're still coming side to side. So you should feel it over all 4 points of your feet. Now, where is the emphasis in this movement? It changes depending on the expression. The emphasis could be forward or it could be back. Just depends on what you're doing. And forward, finish it out, and back. And then we'll just go back to regular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're looking for this really ease into our body. Over time, you want it to get more and more comfortable and settle really nicely in the lower part of your body versus up here and really urging the torso to come along with it. So we're just going to beautifully circle. And if you find that you're losing control in this movement, do it smaller. So I'll do it smaller with you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. A little bigger. So you want to feel that circling over your legs. The key thing here too is to make sure that your knees are even with each other. You'll notice I'm not bending and straightening like we did in the knee shimmy. That's not happening. They're matching each other. So either they're both straight together or they're both slightly bent together, but either way, one is not necessarily more straight than the other because that will cause this. It will cause this uneven and unlevelness in the hips. Let's reverse. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yes. Boom, boom, circle, circle. Let's use our beautiful wrists, which is also a move. So you get 5 belly dance moves plus a bonus move, which is your wrists and your hands circling around the movement, right? So continue to circle, little circles. As you get more comfortable with your body, you can start to expand that circle in order to encompass more expression, more stylization. Yeah, but in the beginning, this is essentially what you would start with. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll show you where you can go with this. We're gonna go big. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. So you can start to get the idea of what you can do with this beautiful movement. I love hip circles. They're amazing. So go ahead and continue to try circling over your toes, keeping those hips even. Oh man, oh man, oh man. What can I say about our beautiful hip drop? There's so many crazy variations of hip drop, but let's go back to one of the more basic ones that when we see it, we think belly dancing. So it's going to be a hip drop with a little bit of some leg embellishment, so to speak. But what we're going to do is you're going to have one arm up. We love this position, by the way, because it just beautifully frames the body. So you're going to have one arm up and then one arm out. And the arm that is out is the one that's going to be with the working hip. So you're mirroring me right now. So it'd be your left hand, left hip, which is out, and your right hand as up in the air. So all I'm gonna do is drop, 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 drop. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna release the foot. Some people call it a kick, but it's really a release of the foot because the hip is pushing down. So you don't wanna do this, but this is the movement. And the more emphasis you give the leg, the more intentional it is on the stylization, right? I'm really making it intentional to kick the leg. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start back off with our hip drop. So from the front, it looks like down, 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 down. Very soft, lower on the body. Yes, you can keep your beautiful posture nice and lifted and separated, right, into top and bottom half. So we're gonna drop every 3 hips, then release the foot. Here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. And when you release, yes, you are doing a hip drop. Down, 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 down. Because remember, the hip drop is the one that releases the leg. Boom, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and add those circles. Ha, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, switch side. 2, 3, here we go. And just drop, 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 wrist, drop, 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 wrist, drop, 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 wrist. Get ready to add the release. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Drop, drop, drop. You got this. 5, 6, 7, 8. From the back, it looks like on your right. 3, 2, 1. Drop, 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 release. 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 Switch. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1 more. 2 more. Just kidding. 5, 6, 7, and. So with this beautiful hip drop, we have this classic movement where you can use this socially. 1, 2, 3, and you just allow your hip to come around and you just enjoy the hip drop and settle into it. So now that we've touched on these 5 classic belly dance movements, let's link them together. The first one that we have is our undulation, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure to roll it all the way down. Boom, boom. We're gonna go into knee shimmy. 5, 6, 7, knees. Yes. Let it beautifully reverb in the body. Take your time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come down with the hands. 3, 2, 1. Hold center. What do we have next? Figure 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Frame those hips with the arms. 7, 8. And we have quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Keep going. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Yes, you got this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip circle. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and reverse. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your right leg. Hip drop. Here we go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 drops, then release. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Switch sides. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The Oz for you to release. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay! Beautiful job. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun learning 5 classic belly dance moves. If you loved my video and you love the way that I teach, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get all the notifications, as well as check the description below for your half off my first month of online classes. Have a great one.